Panda Cubs. It's Rebecca here. So today I'm coming at you with a little DIY to make your own dot tools. You can use it for either nail art, or what I'm going to be using them for is dotting, just on a canvas. As you can see, I've already got my drawing laid out. Now, I am going to be dotting that. It's just I needed a rough outline of what I was going to do. Now, to show you the items that you can use, they're just everyday household items. So, get that out of the way. So, a few things first. Let's go with everyday items that you should have in your house. A pencil. Now this one is very old and the eraser is gone, so I am going to use the missing eraser part. So, get all of my paint off my paper here that I'm going to be demonstrating on, because, you know, it might help if I could demonstrate it. So, I've got my paint, and I have my paper. Alright, so first, you take the end of your eraser or the tip of the pencil. Either one really works. I can show you both. So let's do the tip of the pencil. So you just dip it in to the paint, and you just dot. Makes a very, very small dot, if you can't tell. And also, my camera's having difficulties, you know, focusing because it's an old-ass camera. So, now let's try this other part. So again, just, you know, dip it in, take some of it off, because, you know, you don't need everything. Also get the cat hairs off of the paint as well. And then you just dot. Now that one makes a much bigger one, and you can do it a couple of times. And as you can tell, the dots get a little smaller for each one that you do. So I'm just gonna wipe that off. Easiest way to wipe any of these off is with a Kleenex or a paper towel, toilet paper, basically anything, even cloth. Cloth you can wash, you know, it's not that difficult. Alright, so the next thing is an old paintbrush. Now this one, it's been chopped. There are no bristles left. So I'm going to be using this end. So you just dip it into your paint, and boop, there you go. It's a little bit bigger than the pinpoint on the pencil, and as you can tell, the dots get smaller, you know, as you lose paint from the tip. So next is another old paintbrush. I'm going to be again using this end. It's a bit bigger than the other one. The other one has a much finer point. So you just take it and you just, you know, and this one you can actually get a fairly small dot from, which is pretty cool. And I'm just wiping each one off as I go along here. Alright, the next one is a Q-tip. Everybody should have a Q-tip in their home. Now, what I would recommend is sealing or buying a multi-pack, one that has like hundreds of them, because, you know, it will probably be destroyed after a couple of uses. Or you could seal in the shape using either hot glue or Mod Podge or something, you know, because after a while, or even, it might even seal it by doing this, you know, and just can get fairly small ones with that as well. So yeah, this one you cannot wipe off, obviously, but that's okay. Next up, bobby pins. Not this end, although I'm sure we could probably use those ends, but these ends. And bonus thing, you can dip both of them in and you get 2 dots. Isn't that cool? Now, they're the same size on both of these here, okay? They're the same size tips. So, if you want a little bit of a better grip, you can use the longer ones. They're more expensive. You can get the smaller ones from the dollar store for $1. You can get like 100 of them. Whereas these ones, they're more expensive. You have to get them at like Walmart, Target, online, anywhere, okay? So I would recommend these ones because you can get more of them, and yeah. So there's those. Alright, next I found this little, it's actually a pencil, or a pencil eraser, but it's in the shape of a drumstick. I got this a long time ago at like a book fair at school or something. I don't remember. Anyways, we're going to be using this end and that end. So, taking the first one here. Boop, boop. It doesn't give a very good round. I mean, it gives a roundness, but it's not all that great. Now we're going to use this side. This one is almost like the pencil. It's a little bit bigger than the pencil, but you still get really nice, big sized dots, which is awesome. Because, well, you never know, you might need them. Alright, I have another really, really old paintbrush here. We're going to use this end. So you can use paintbrushes, Q-tips, you know, basically anything you find around your house. You can use toothpicks, makeup brushes that have a round end to them. As you can see, I have a couple of, gosh, oh, I'm having one of my issues. What the frick are they called? Probably says it on it. Chapsticks. Yes, you can use those. The other thing is this. It is a calligraphy pen, a fountain pen calligraphy pen, and unfortunately the inside here broke, and I just happen to have it lying around, so we're going to use that end. Alright. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. It is so gorgeous. Alrighty, and last but not least, well, technically second to last, I suppose, you have a chapstick that you hate, but you just, you know, don't want to get rid of for some weird reason like me. You can take this, dip the lid into the paint, drip off any excess, and boom, you got a giant circle that you can put other colors into. Boom. Well, that one sucked. Make sure to get the whole thing on the page, because otherwise, you know, it doesn't really work too well. Cleaning off the lid's a little more difficult than the others, but that's okay. Again, same thing. This one is one that I got from the dollar store for Christmas. So again, just dip it, drip off any excess, and now these ones are a little bit more slippery. So you gotta be a little bit more careful, because they will move on you. So there's those. Alright, now, last but not least, you can take any paintbrush you have. You can get the dollar store baggie of children's paintbrushes, okay? You take them, most of them will have a round tip like this, okay? You can use anything with a round tip. Why do I have a fortune cookie in there, or fortune thingy in there? Anyways, okay, so anything with a round tip you can use, okay? So I've shown you pencil, either end. You can also use, if it has an eraser, you can use the eraser as well. Although I wouldn't recommend it because then you wouldn't be able to use that eraser ever again, okay? You can also use the tip of the pencil. Alright. Any paintbrush that has a round end, okay? A drumstick you can use. Again, paintbrush, a calligraphy pen end, a Q-tip, okay, a bobby pin, alright, and chapstick lids. So there you have it. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different dotting tools that you can find around your house. So, you know, that's pretty neat. Alright, so let's take this out of the way. Put this down. Now, I don't really have an idea of what I want to do with this yet, but at the end of